Hello everybody, welcome back to the Crowdsourced challenge in Farming Simulator 17. It's time to spin the wheel once again and find out which new hell awaits me, so let's go. New problem is... I have to I have to take 2 days holiday during the summer. That's actually surprisingly good. So I can just skip like the midsummer period. That's perfectly fine. Yeah, I'll catch up with you guys in game, I suppose. And people say 13's an unlucky number. I disagree. I mean, with a rule that nice on episode 13, can't be that unlucky. In any case, we have actually got a call from Gypsy Hill Stores. They have a tree they want gotten rid of. They want me to get rid of... Actually, they said it was one, but it looks like it's 3. They want me to get rid of these 3 trees that are overhanging the shop here, just because they are kind of on the edge of the hill. They're a bit scared that the trees might, you know, that's explosive. These are pointy, that's explosive. Not a good mix. So they want the trees gotten rid of. And they actually want the trees chopped up. They want them chipped and sold off. They basically said I can do whatever I want with the trees. I've decided the best option is to chip up the wood. The Ford's up there doing some ploughing, by the way. I've decided the best option is to chip up the wood and get rid of it that way. So we're going to need a chainsaw, which is down here. We're going to get the steel, I think. And we're going to need to money cheat because I need to rent this. We're going to get a wood chipper. Lease that out for $2,000. It's a bit expensive for what it is, but it'll be fine. Now the downside is I'm going to need to grab the Ford, so we're kind of having to... The Ford's just finished work. That is so very convenient. I was about to say, we're going to kind of have to wait and sit around until the Ford's done. Nope, the Ford's done. So, we're all ready to go. We'll just get set up over here, ready to get the wood chipped up. You can go grab the Ford as well. We need the Ford to be on the trailer. We need the trailer to collect up the wood chips. Stop you. Get you on the move. And close down the course entirely. So yeah, I'm kind of doing a good deed for Gypsy Hill. I already do the mowing at the front of them. You can see that that's all relatively nicely mowed. I do it at the shop as well, just because I can. But this is really quite important because the last thing we need is a big old fire happening down at, you know, the main, you know, one of the biggest employers in the area. You know, Gypsy Hill Stores is quite large. So it is important that we get this resolved as quickly as we can. And better this than, you know, somebody else doing. There's a guy in the UK who does everything super cheap and I don't trust him. Off we go with our Brown, which inexplicably Ford is perfectly fine pulling, but the Fiat struggles. We're going to use this to just collect up the wood chips in a nice, sane manner. We're going to do all the work down here just because it's a bit easier. Let's get the chipper turned on. And we can get going here. Ooh, okay, calm down. Calm down, there we go. Luckily these trees aren't too big and they're a bit rotten, so that's kind of why we're not setting it off as firewood or something. That fell the right way. That's really good. We just sort them out one by one here and then move on to, you know, we've got a lot of work to do today with 3 trees to chop down and chip up. It's not going to be the easiest thing in the world, but it's going to be nice and good. So let's just grab these bits of tree. I'm chopping them good and small so they'll fit in the wood chipper a bit easier. So if I pop that in there, it should... You will bloody go in, you kid. Don't make me take the chainsaw to you again. Always chop things in the wood chipper itself. Still being a bit of a git, so if I cut it... Can I cut it a bit higher? I want to cut it kind of in half-ish. That might do. Putting it there might do. And then if I pull out this lower half, yes, that'll chip it up nicely. Let's grab this bit. We're probably going to have to do some finagling with this bit as well, but we'll just see how it wants to feed into the chipper. If I feed it in from this side, it might want to be... No, it does not want to behave. It wants to be a git as well. What if I chop that chunk off at the back? No, you're... Oh, it's because you're not centered. Hang on. It was because you weren't centered, and now it's... That second bit was being a bit angry. Okay, this bit does need to be cut, and I want to try and cut it down the middle. Come on. Let me cut it the way that I want to. Doesn't seem to want me to let me cut it at all. Oh, it was there for a brief moment. So, I took the tiniest slice ever out of it. That was so dainty. And so very not what I needed to do. Okay, that should now... If I move all of it... Take you out, put you on the ground so that you're down flat. Basically throw the bits of log, place it down, throw it in, and I will cut you in half if I need to. Come on, get into the chipper. Into the wood chipper. Into the wood chipper. Come on, you git. What if I take just the top half and now feed them in? Yes, there we go. And just for my own sanity, we're going to grab the rest. Oh, this little bit here. This little bit should behave. This little bit shouldn't be any problem. See, that bit was nice. We've actually got the trailer a quarter of the way full already, and we're floating! Those anti-gravity branches cause... Oh, no. Get away from the explosive tank. Oh, away from the Get... Away. Get... Go. Go. Go over there. Come on. That works. Just chop this up a bit more. Slightly concerning that I have already, you know, got the trailer a surprising amount full. from what was in reality quite a small bit of wood. A very small amount of the tree anyway. So I'm wondering, can I be cheeky and get this entire chunk of the tree in at once? Can this entire branch go? Ooh. Probably can, you know, if I do a cut here. Ha ha ha! Strategery. What about this bit? If I cut it here, and then bring it up manually like this. Yes, it fit in. Lovely. Next thing is going to be, I guess, this entire limb. We do still have 2 more trees to go, so we might not get it all done today, but we're going to get it all done in... ooh, I can... Yeah, let's actually bring the bulk of the trunk over. Got some junk in its trunk. Oh, I missed a surprising amount of the tree. The branch that I was working on, I missed a surprising amount of. Luckily, when it's set up just right, I can just do some quick cuts and it'll somewhat behave itself. I say that and then I do that. Come on. Into the wood chip you go. And you. You are not going to behave yourself very nice there. Come on. Into the chipper. That's not how gravity... There you go. Learned how gravity works the hard way. Unfortunately, this bit I'm going to really have to cut up because it's quite large, and that's quite a small wood chipper. So, this could take a little while. Can I cut you in half? Can I cut you into slices, maybe? No, you don't want to... You don't want to play ball with this game, do you? Let's pick this bit over and start trying to lop it up at least. There's a couple there that can come off. And will hopefully fit into the chipper. Let's try... Oops. Let's try this bit here. That should fit. Just about. Can... It's probably going to be a no, but can I... No. No, I cannot. What if I give it some little cuts like there? Say little. No, there's nothing little about this log. It's definitely trying. And I can now half it, so maybe the bottom half will go through. Or it'll jiggle itself to bits. Or not get cut at all, okay. We can at least now start cutting this up into a couple more manageable chunks. That should... Yeah, this will be chippable. Or what if I could fit it through the right way? There, that'll... Hit the Monora's wood chipper, there we go. The trailer's over a third full, and we're definitely not a third of the way through this tree. This chunk here, can I... Why will you not be nice? What if I cut you like here-ish? I'm basically making random guesses and trying to see how how to get this into the wood chipper. I mean, I'm no tree surgeon, you know, it's not my job. Aha! There we go. And did that cut the entire tree into... It cut the bottom half. Somehow! I may not be a tree surgeon, but I'm apparently a magician. In you go. No, sit in nicely. There you go. Yeah, we could probably sell this off as firewood, but it wouldn't burn very well. You can see the rot. Yeah, that is a rotten piece of wood. This bit. There we go. Now, can I do anything with... Oh my god, this bit's so very rotten. Yes, it is going to let me cut it. Very nice. Can I just put you in half and half? Yes, I can. Fantabulous. That's all of that. Let's get on to the next bit here. Oh, I love physics sometimes. This fits in nicely with the complaint I had in... Was it yesterday's video where I was complaining about forestry? There's bound to be somebody who thinks, no, you would never be able to pick that up. And if this was a healthy tree, yeah, you probably wouldn't. But notice that I'm making the argument that, yeah, it's rotten. Rotten wood is hilariously light because most of it's disintegrated at this point. And in reality, you would. Oh my god, that does actually look like rotten wood. That's kind of a bit... What are you doing? Behave, demon! Hey, that worked. When having trouble with trees, call them demons and they'll apparently behave. I don't know how that worked, but it did. Can I cut this in half? It's going to be nice and let me chop you. Demon. Demon tree, oh. Be daintily sliced. Thusly. This is apparently to... How much big of a chunk did I just... Oh, I halved it. Okay, you go away. Can I... like, take another decent chunk out here? Actually, even that little chunk might... Yeah, that little chunk was all it needed. Can I do the same to the... Ooh, I can cut this clean in half. The trailer's over halfway full now. Let's just turn off the money cheat again. The income from these wood chips are going to pay for the rental, I'm sure. When in doubt, just chop it some more and it'll eventually fit its way in. See? My plan worked. Also, for those of you that didn't know you could do this, you can do this. You can chop trees up so that even the smallest wood chipper, which I usually complain about as being, you know, kind of useless. And it, you know, it is, by and large. But you can use that. You can use it with any size of tree, just might involve a few dozen more cuts than you maybe like. Instead of the, I think the big one you can just lob entire trees in. The one that I like, I just lob entire trees in sometimes, and it'll chop them. Come on, got you there. Hopefully this will work. Okay, El Chapo, El pull the bit out a bit. Oh, there we go. There we go. I'm probably feeding this one in the wrong way around for it to be. Yeah, but if I chop it... Ooh, there is the perfect chop. This should feed in half and half now. Or just stay exactly where it is, because these halves are cut at the exact right angle that they're locking with each other. Go, and if I cut this here-ish, maybe it'll work. And I'm going to give it another cut a bit farther to the right. Like there-ish. So this is in 3 segments and not 2, because it is quite the sizable bit of wood. And oh, this is going to be perfect. Except for the bit where you know it's not perfect at all, and it gets stuck in the wood chipper. You know, that's the bit that isn't so perfect. I did say I'm not a tree surgeon. We got we're up to 70, 3/4 full on the on the trailer. Can I start chopping this up now? Maybe. Can I chop it from this end? Can I chop it from this side? I've got to chop it up more to. Okay, apparently I've got to chop this up a bit more before I can start chopping it into like quarters and chunks. Oh well. It is a sizable piece of wood, so it kind of makes sense. Now I should be able to chop it. Yes. In reality, I would come around here and go like a chop here that would go the entire way through, but farm some logic, you could only chop one side of a block of wood like this. And I'm gonna chop this bit roughly in half again. Very roughly. I think I've got one huge bit and one tiny bit. I thought right. You can see this bit is still one giant lump. This bit is just a quarter of the former stump. I've cut this very roughly in half again. Number one would be fantastic firewood, and number two I can just lob it into the wood chipper and be good-o. Can I... Hang on, can I feed this entire half in? No. Didn't think so, but I figured I'd try. So chop that in half again. Got very rough quarters. Events like this, you can... I can at least. Yes, you can too. I'm not going to stop you from doing it. You can kind of make some guesses as to where half of the quarter is. Angles and mathematics. Did I just do something really stupid? Yes, I chopped a bit up so small that it disappeared. That was... Oh. Yeah, that was kind of stupid of me. 84%. I'm going to ignore that for now because it's huge. I'll leave that for the stream. We, however, are going to feed this bit in and let go. If we... Oh, didn't work the way that I wanted to. If we chop it up just right, we might be able to get it to feed itself in. Or at least that was the hope. It's not going to do it now, but I'm just going to cut it up into bits so I can use one as the prodding stick. That's what I was kind of hoping would happen. Didn't work out the way that I wanted, but Yeah, it was good enough. There we go. 93%. I'm gonna call that full. Because I do need to pull the trailer out of here. We're gonna go sell this. Where do I even sell this? I remember Sim said that the actual seasons menu is best to do this. Economy, wood chips, 220-ish for 1,000 liters. Okay. And we're looking at... I'm gonna guess the sawmill. 173. Yeah, that's gonna be enough. Where exactly? Oh, I know where the sawmill is. So let's go on a little drivey adventure drive. Off to the sawmill we go. With our trailer full of wood chips. 17,500 litres is a surprisingly big amount to get from that one tree. I'm honestly kind of shocked. And I know that coming up towards the end of the episode now, I know forestry episodes aren't the most entertaining things in the world. I know a lot of you guys don't watch them, but I wanted to do a forestry episode, so I had to come up with a reason. And I felt that the reason was good. We do need to clean off the ford as well. It's filthy. It's a dirty gal. I really should have actually gone up the other road. Now that I think about it, I should have gone up the forestry road that I love. If you heard like a double thud there, that noise, that was just me putting down a cup of tea, because I've got a lovely cup of tea that I made. Nice and strong and delicious. So we're gonna set off the wood chips that we made. We should at some point come down and help out the county council by mowing the roundabout. The council's on strike again, believe it or not. I say on strike. Do they ever do any work? They've not been mowing that for a while. The temptation is to come down here with the mower and set up shop, doing a bit of work for them. Bring the grass back to the yard and use it for silage. So let's sell off our wood chips. Nice and quickly. We won't get too much. We'll get probably a couple thousand. So let's have a look and see what we have made today. There's about 1,000 there. 2,000. Nearly 3 grand. Actually, just over 3 grand. 3,028 euro. From basically half a tree. Gotta admit, I'm kind of impressed. I'm actually very impressed by the amount of money we just made. But that is going to do it for today. I'm going to probably finish doing the wood cutting in the stream today, as well as finishing the oilseed radish seeding, now that the ford is, of course, finished ploughing. So we got a couple of nice little jobs we can do, and I might even do some of the forestry off camera, because I'm gonna be honest, I find that kind of forestry where I'm cutting up trees and having to think about it, I find that actually surprisingly relaxing. That, in my opinion, is the way that I do forestry here today is the most fun way to do it for me. Also, we have technically paid off the lease of the wood chipper. But that is going to do it for today, guys. Hope you enjoyed. As always, leave your rule suggestions in the comments section below. Leave all your thoughts and suggestions as well. I'll leave you by saying I've been RainbowDave. You've been watching the Crowdsourced Challenge in Farming Simulator 17 on Shamrock Valley. Didn't hear anything. Hope you enjoyed. Until next time, stay safe and goodbye.